What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. We about to get into some things of the things. All right. Hey, I see you backstage. Hi. Let's get into it. Okay, you guys. Let me take this down. Hey, Mims.
What's up? How's it going?
It's going great. So, you guys, my friend Mims is here to hang out with us, be a little shady but fair as we talk about this strawberry letter situation. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys are gonna be getting my real-time reaction.
I'm not being rude. I'm sharing it. Sorry, I'm not being rude.
No,
don't get me because I know your tribe. Technically, I guess I'm part of your tribe.
You are part of the tribe. I was gonna say you are part of the tribe.
And I know they'll get me together.
Right. But you guys are gonna be getting my real-time response. I have not listened to it. I purposely didn't listen to it because I wanted to honestly be in my, be authentic in my reaction. I mean, I did hear about some of the stuff that was being said. Now, Mims already did his, so you guys make sure y'all, after we get off of here, y'all go check out. If you haven't already heard Mims, y'all go hear what Mims had to say.
Don't check it out. No, they demonetized it. There's no point.
Are you serious?
They demonetized my video last night. They demonetized this video today.
Oh, they are hating on. Listen, did y'all go look at one of his old videos that's monetized? So what I'm gonna do is, you guys, as we listen, I'm gonna put an overlay up because I don't want any problems with any. I don't know. I don't want no problems. But y'all know how we do over here. We're gonna stop. We're gonna give our commentary, and we're gonna go through it. Yeah, that does suck. YouTube be playing games sometime, but it is what it's the game. It's the game. And that's what Steve Harvey said about us black bloggers.
Well, people don't even think I'm black, so I didn't know if he was talking to me or not.
Well, you know what? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Really take a shot every time Shirley says, "I'm sorry." You trying to get me drunk? Because I feel like she said it a lot. If you want me to take a shot, I feel like she said it a lot. I take a shot of water, child. I still got to go over to the whether you like it or not panel when we get done with this. So before we're going to go ahead and get started, because I'm not going to hold up Mims' valuable time too long. But don't forget that at 8:30 tonight, the season finale of the Whether You Like It or Not panel, it will be on Sakina's channel. We will be talking about part 2 of the reunion from last night. I would tell y'all to go watch Mims' video, but that one got demonetized too. So YouTube has been giving him a hard time these last 24 hours. But again, go find an old video that is up and watch that one.
Who age restricts an RHOA review?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that this one stays Gucci. I don't know. Thank you, Tracy. My mods are dropping Mims' link in the chat. If you are not already subscribed, make sure you guys check. Not hashtag free Mims.
Right. Right.
Hashtag free Mims. Okay. All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'm gonna put the overlay up while we play it because again, I just don't want. You know what?
I gotta make a drink. I'm annoyed. I'm gonna make a drink. So I can hear you. Start.
No problem. Mims is gonna make a drink, and we get ready to get this party started.
She said sorry.
Oh, he's gonna make a drink. Okay, I'll take a shot of water because I feel like I'll be drunk if I was taking alcohol. I feel like I would be drunk. Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to play it. Like I said, I'll stop and start it. But let's go ahead and let's get into it. Let's see what they talking about, child.
When we're dealing with gossip, rumor, and hearsay, that's one thing. I've dealt with this for years. But when it's not gossip and it comes from, a reliable source, then it turns into something different. And so, all of this trending stuff and all this here. And so after some deliberation, we got together. Now, here's the deal about this strawberry letter. I have no idea what Shirley's going to say. I told Shirley that it was up to her how she wanted to address it. You know, I did go along with this as an idea. I'm not saying I didn't do that, because we talked about it as a radio family and decided this may be the best way. You know, because it's no longer rumor. It's not gossip or anything. You know, this is something that's really touching us all right now. And so, yeah, this is a strawberry letter. And like, you know, I was, you know, being sarcastic when I did the tease last week. And the strawberry letter is, I didn't know, the subject was, I didn't know I was going to be my own letter. You know, and, which is true. Now, oftentimes I joke about it, because some of these letters sound like I was in it, but this one is. And so today, the way I'm gonna do it, Shirley, I'm gonna just let you talk.
Okay.
I
read
think
from the script I wrote
me,
you, Shirley. Read from the script.
I think it's
right. Read what I told you to say, Shirley. Read what I told you to say.
Read what Marjorie told you to say. Read what Marjorie told you to say.
Right. And notice what he said when he was like, after much deliberation. So that already let you know, oh, we had some conversations about this. This didn't come out of nowhere. Oh, there was some dialogue in place.
Really? Hold on. Can you take it off? Oh, or can you change? You're in StreamYard, right?
Yeah. What you want me to do?
You could take that off actually, and just there's multiple squares. The one that just shows 2. You could leave that on, and you could get our real world reactions from it.
Oh, okay.
Move it out. Well, no, I'm not from you. Like,
no, I know what you're saying right here.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And you can get our real world reactions.
My bad.
I was clowning through this, but it was hard the first go round.
You got your drink? You ready? The people in the chat, y'all got y'all drinks? Everybody ready? Shout out to the 210 people in the room. Hit that like button and let's go. All right.
And it's straight too.
It's straight? Oh, Lord. Listen, I have been around Mims in real life when he has had a couple of sippy sips, and it's a whole situation. All right, let's go.
Up to you to be as honest or revealing as you choose to be. You know, we can talk about as much of it as you like, but I think it's an opportunity for you to say what you want to say and share your feelings on it, and then we'll have an exchange about it.
Okay. All right, Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked.
So let's start there. They were not leaked. There was no grand conspiracy to leak your calls, ma'am. That's not how this happened, but okay, girl.
And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the help. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said.
But why are you okay? So first of all, everybody got to take a drink because she said, "Come on, we got all take a drink," because she apologized. Okay, she said apologize. Okay. Mm-hmm.
You are so lame for doing it with water. You are so lame. I'm over here taking.
All right, you want me to get a real drink? You want me to get a real drink?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get a real drink. I'll get a real drink in a second, but
I could take over while you're gone.
I bet you could. It'll be the Mims takeover.
I could definitely take over.
Right, exactly. When you say leak, you're implying that somebody took something private. Ma'am, literally at the beginning of every jail call, they tell you this call is being recorded. And I think people assume that only lawyers and the jail can. No, you can submit a FOIA request, that is Freedom of Information Act, and you can get the calls, which is what the person who owns this YouTube channel did. Literally, the YouTube channel is called Phone Calls from Jail, or Jail Phone. Like, it is literally in the title of the channel. So nothing was leaked. And you're apologizing for what? Because if you said it, you meant what you said. So you apologize because you're going to get fired. I'm just saying.
I mean, she said it from her chest. She meant it. It was
you meant exactly what you said.
It was shits and giggles. But you actually she never says, I lied. She just said, I'm sorry that you got wind of a private phone call. Marjorie makes you feel like the help. And
that's valid. And no, I don't think that's a conversation that needs to be had publicly, but I do feel like that's a conversation that needs to be had, that one of your employees feels that way. That's valid. Now, was it right for it to come out the way it came out? But I mean, if that's how she feels, that's how she feels. And
did you watch the whole thing?
No, I haven't. I'm doing, this is my real-time reaction, so keep talking.
I watched I listened to the entire show from beginning to end. And literally there was a part where Steve was talking about Jimmy Fallon, and he said specifically about all the people coming forward about how horrible Jimmy Fallon is as a boss and how they feel small and insignificant and all that. He said they just got fired. That's the problem. They're disgruntled employees. So Steve really doesn't care if Marjorie makes these people feel like the help, because Steve feels that way. You're not allowed to look at him, talk to him. You remember that
I was going to say stuff came out about him, and his radio station, and how people felt working for him. I mean, in his TV show, the same thing. They're not allowed to come to talk to him, and they have to go through whatever to even have So I agree. That he does feel that way.
He looks like his mustache smells like breath. What do you think his mustache smells like?
Is it even real? Because remember, his hair wasn't.
I think the mustache is real.
You think the mustache is real?
I think the mustache is real. But what do you think it smells like?
Marjorie's ass. I mean, he's always kissing it.
It smells like Jim Townsend.
Oh, and on that note, we are going.
She said it. She talked about the grocery eating, not me.
Not soil cottage cheese. Oh, now they about to start cutting up in the chat, memes. They already start cutting up in the chat. Okay, let me go back. We're gonna listen to a little bit more.
As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again,
ma'am, how did you think it was a private conversation? You are literally calling somebody in jail. It is literally at the beginning of every jail call. So I've heard.
Y'all know who she was having that couples massage with. She knows exactly what a jailhouse call is like. To her point, I think that she thought that things that she said specifically about his case might be used against her. I don't think she thought that shooting the shit or talking trash about her boss would make the cut. I think that's what it was. Keep in mind, she's 69 years old. She's never been with a felon. She's lived a clean, straight-laced life. And you have all these charges racking up against your husband. And you don't really, you know what I mean? You're trying to keep she's 68 years old. You know what I mean? She doesn't have a house, a car.
Right. You lost everything behind this dude. But I kind of have to question what you had before you even met him. That's a whole nother conversation, but I kind of have to question that.
That's because the number one radio show. The number one radio show.
Right, and you've been on it for years. Like, you have been on, Steve Harvey's radio show has been on for years. And you have been a staple, even if you are making $150,000 a year, which I don't know what I don't know. But even if you're making that, like, You have been on Steve Harvey Morning Show for 20 years. Your car was in this man's business name, which is why they were able to come and take it. Your house, I mean, whatever happened with your house, well, you don't have a stock portfolio. You don't have investment property. Like, I don't understand how this man comes along and you lose everything. I have to question what you had.
Cynthia couldn't even pay her bills. Cynthia was a working model for years. Cynthia could not even pay for the liquor at her own wedding because she invested in Peter and everything Peter had going on. So I could definitely see, he's making so much money. He's the one who buys the car. Little does he know it's with her money and all these ill-gotten gains.
And I agree. I mean, it's not. I mean, the sad thing is this isn't a story we haven't heard before. That's the sad part. That this isn't a story we haven't heard before. Okay, y'all, let's listen to a little bit more.
Patricia Thomas.
Who, by the way, his bar one in Baltimore has permanently been closed. But anyway, moving on.
And I apologize. I feel terrible. I make no excuses.
Okay, apologize. We got to take another shot. Move on.
I said what I said, and
don't think that we didn't see you.
There's no denying it. There's no taking it back. Back then, when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife. I'd been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you it was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I had to.
Now, I'm glad she cleared that up because that's what people have been saying for years. Okay. That's what she had been saying for years. People have been saying for years that Steve introduced them. So
I've been saying for years that we got 300 in the chat, but only 100 likes.
Oh boy.
Go ahead and hit that like button, people. We're giving you a show.
Mim said we got 300 in the chat, but would you say that the likes ain't matching?
Mm-mm.
Come on, y'all. Can y'all hit that like button for me, please? And if you're not subscribed to the channel, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that button. It's free 99. Both. All of that is free. When she
scratches her head, that's the first warning. By the time she gets to adjusting them glasses, that's y'all's ass. You better hit that like button.
Ooh, okay.
Tell you he was in jail. It was going to come out. I didn't want you to hear it from anyone else. I wanted you to hear it from me because I knew once the police and everyone, got involved, and they were already involved, and they found out who his wife was and who she worked with and all of that, and that's you, Steve Harvey, it would become, a real big story because it's your name. And like I told you, Steve, when I called you, I didn't want to call you. I mean, I was embarrassed. I was hurt. I felt so stupid and, I felt betrayed, humiliated, it was just terrible. I mean.
Now, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but in that phone call where she was talking to Ernesto, you saying, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Daggone. Oh, excuse me.
When they start to lying, that's when they start to cough.
Right. See, that was the Lord telling me to stop. But when you sitting there saying I was embarrassed, I was hurt, I felt stupid, I did this, I did that, but then you turn around and called your husband and you start clowning Steve Harvey. I mean, am I beating a dead horse? Or it don't sound like she was all of those things in that phone call to her husband.
I don't know, to be honest with you. To be married at a later age, not really have anything. Like, I was with you 100% when I did this the first time. But now that I've had time to think about it, she probably didn't know anything, right? She didn't know where she was going to get her money back from. So she probably had to trust him to an extent because the reason he can't be around women, kids, or animals those charges they hadn't happened yet, right? Those charges came later. So she's probably, he's innocent. I'm going to get my life back, and just kind of shooting the shit. But stepping in it, actually. And I'm glad she said that about Marjorie. I'm glad. And I'm glad that she didn't take it back, because I believe every word.
Allergic to the BS. Thank you. Yes, that's what it is. So people in the chat are saying Steve walked her down the aisle, so he must have thought Ernesto was okay. That's debatable. I mean, he may have just been doing it because he loved her. But,
because she was paying for the attorney at that point.
No, they're talking about the wedding. They're talking about when Steve walked her down the aisle.
Oh, yeah. Anything for a photo op.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's debatable about whether he thought Ernesto was a good guy or not. I mean, I know people who participate in weddings all the time.
Well, look at what he did to Keke Palmer. We got to find you a man with money. That's what he said. You need a man with money. So he probably just saw money and thought, okay, great. He saw Marjorie living in the lap of luxury in Chicago, absolutely no concern for all the lives destroyed with what they had to sell to get that lap of luxury. He values wealthy people. That's why there was that photo op with Trump. He values wealthy people.
Right. I agree. Definitely agree with that. All right, let's listen to a little more. Thank you for all the blessings, y'all. Thank you.
I kept saying to myself, how is this my life? Police and jail and all of this. It was just something that I didn't, I'd never experienced anything like this. The police came, they took my car. I was at the salon getting my hair done. They rolled up, took my car. I had to have my stylist take me home. I had to move in with friends. I lost my house. I lost everything. Oh, and I have to tell you this too.
You don't know how to Uber?
Like on the day, July 4th, we were having dinner with friends and we were going to watch the fireworks after that. And so the fireworks didn't happen that night because it was like a terrible, terrible storm. So the fireworks got canceled. And when I look back, I see now that was kind of a metaphor for what was about to happen in my life.
Girl, bye. Girl. Girl, bye.
The thunderstorms were coming. They were coming. The next day was the last time I saw him. He was arrested the very, very next day. I didn't even know he was arrested. I couldn't get in touch with him.
Really, can you pause it really quick? Okay, y'all. This is not a funny moment, but literally she is like pouring her heart out, crying, and they playing like up tempo. It was so weird throughout the whole video.
Like, go ahead, girl. Keep telling your story. Go ahead, John. Like, what?
That's what was going on. And it just kept getting like faster and faster.
Right.
Play a little bit. Play a little bit.
I'm like, it should be slowing down. That's me. Oh my gosh, I didn't even catch that. Ciao.
Later that day, well, I'll tell you the rest later, how I got the phone call from jail and all of that. But we'll be back at 23 minutes after the hour with this live strawberry letter. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning.
I'm not going to interrupt you at this point. Shirley was going over some of the key points about how she discovered the actions of her husband, the date that she discovered it. She's apologized for the things that were said about myself and Marjorie in the letter. I'm not responding right now. I'm allowing her to tell her story. I think it's important that a person tells their side of it because, like I said earlier, this is no longer hearsay. This is not gossip or rumor. This is real life. So, Shirley, you can continue.
All right.
And I feel like every time he says that, it is about him. Like, I don't feel like he gives a good damn what this woman is going through. I feel like he's only talking about what she said about him and Marjorie. Like, I mean, maybe he is, but I feel like every time he says that, he is talking about it's not gossip and rumor. It's real. It's not hearsay. It's real. What are you talking about? You talking about what she said about you? Or do you really care about what's going on with her?
Two things. I think that what he is saying is if you and I talk about him, it doesn't matter. But her being in his inner circle is the issue. Moreover, I'm starting to feel like there's a bit of toxic masculinity because she did say
A
you're
little
scared
bit?
of Well, I mean, specifically, he said you're scared of Marjorie, right? So now it goes from Steve being the man of the house, the man with the money, to now people are saying Marjorie runs the show and she has you by the balls.
Thank you, Dr. Mary, for joining the membership. Thank you for becoming
Thank
a
you, Dr. Mary.
member. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right. Yeah, I don't know. First of all, I mean, I'll get into my own feelings on Steve Harvey later. I mean, we can talk about that in a minute, but I mean, Steve Harvey has always given me that toxic masculinity. But we'll get into that. We can talk about that later. Let's listen to a little bit more.
So I was telling you how I found out that he was in jail. I got a call from the jail, and I didn't answer it because I'm like, who would be calling me from jail? I looked at my phone like, jail? Where'd this call? It just didn't compute. So I just ignored it. But he got word to me through one of his friends. They texted me that he was at Fulton County Jail. So the next time he called, I picked up, and that was him that had called earlier from jail. And he told me what happened. I thought he would be getting out in a couple of days because that's what he told me. But of course, here we are a year later. Those days turned into weeks. The weeks turned into months. And like I said, I don't. This is just on and on. Every day is just something. And my life has just been a nightmare ever since. And it's still going on, Steve. I mean, I had no idea that those tapes would be released to the world. I knew that they were being recorded, but I didn't know that they were going to go out to the world. I mean, I was just trying to make conversation with him, trying to, just get him to think about something other than where he was. I was telling him about my day, this particular day, and that was the.
Oh, so now you were just trying to get his mind off of things. Okay,
she was
girl.
trying to protect her
day we were talking about, on the phone when I said those things about you and the things that you heard and the world heard. And cut to today, I haven't spoken to him in quite some time. Divorce proceedings are underway. And Steve, at this point, all I can say is what I have is my faith.
I need to find out. I need a divorce decree. Did anybody see the paperwork? Has anybody seen what she has filed for divorce in Atlanta? They can find Eve's divorce. They can find Croy and Kim. They can find Drew and Ralph. Can we find her divorce paperwork? Because I ain't seen it.
PI.
I know. Get her on it. I reached out to my PI. Okay. You know who my PI is. And
Siri?
I'm like, we need to get it.
Siri, her PI is Siri or Alexa. So which one did you reach out to?
I'm just saying now all of a sudden, now I do believe she's not talking to him anymore. I do believe that. I do believe that she's probably done with him. But as far as I feel like you're going to probably file for divorce now that all of this has come out. But I'll be interested to see the date. Child, moving on.
If it wasn't for God, I probably would have, lost my mind or something in this instance. People don't see what happens when these mics go off. Who wants their personal stuff, their private conversations to go out to public? No one wants that. I mean, what can I say to you after this, happened?
Okay, y'all. So I'm a firm believer in God, right? I was raised Catholic. I'm a devout Christian person. You weren't praying with Ernesto on them lives, right? Because everything now is I'm a firm believer in God. God is what got me through it. We have hours and hours of call, and there is no prayer time between you and Ernesto. Y'all are gossiping like two good girlfriends, but there's no prayer. So, but now God is all up and through it. There's nothing that says that you can't use a jailhouse call for a prayer.
Well, to be fair, when Ernesto was talking to her, it was a lot of God and you and your Job season and blah, blah, blah. And then when he was on the phone with his mistress, it was, pat that thing for me, send me some pictures, So it was a different dynamic. But you're right. They were not having Bible study on these phone calls. You're right. You know what I'm saying?
Let's open with a prayer. Let's end with a prayer.
Right. Okay. Child.
I was devastated. I mean, absolutely devastated. I mean, I thought of everything. You know, I could lose my job. You know, how could I face you? Everything. You know, what I'm going through is what I'm going through, you know, and I've been going through it for over a year. I just haven't spoken about it. You know, then on top of all that, these tapes come out and, you know, I'm talking about you and Marjorie, and you guys are going through your own private hell right now. You know, you didn't need me to contribute to anything.
Not so private.
I'm sorry. I'm okay. This is making me sick at this point, y'all. I'm not even done. Child, I don't even know if we halfway done, but this is really making me sick. And what I mean by that is this woman, everything she just outlined, she lost her car, her house, her husband, her relationship with her child, like all these things that she's been going through.
She didn't say the relationship with her child.
I know she didn't say that. I'm saying that. But all these things that she's been going through, and she talked worse about her daughter than she talked about Steve. Like, she said two things about y'all. She said you got winded walking up the steps, which is probably true. And that your wife treats her like the help, which is also probably true. And that you scared of Marjorie, which is, okay, probably true. But you said y'all own personal hell. So you're going to compare what you're going through to rumors about their marriage, to rumors about, oh, they're divorcing. Are you really sitting here comparing the two? Girl, if you don't go sit down somewhere, anything you want to say, Mims, I'm sorry.
She's past retirement age. So if she needs to do what she got to do to keep collecting them checks and rebuild until, you know, he fires her like he does everybody else, go for it, Shirley. Go for it.
Child, she better start her a podcast and call it a day.
69. She should be like thinking about like the retirement years, and you know, she thought she had a husband. She thought that, you know, I do feel bad for her, despite the daughter stuff. Just in this moment, you're in front of the world having to kind of grovel.
I'm not gonna lie, I do feel bad for her. I know I'm pushing hard. I do feel bad for her because, you know, especially since I don't believe that she knew what was going on. I don't believe she knew what was going on. So I do feel bad for her, but I'm just listening and I'm like, you seem more, and I know you got to save your job. I get it. You got to save your job, but you just seem a lot more concerned about, y'all are going through your own personal hell. What hell? What hell? Because people think they get ready to get divorced. Who gives a fuck? I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe that's just me, child. Anyway, all right, let's listen to a little bit more, y'all. Let's listen to a little. Not OnlyFans. Oh, y'all bad.
You know, and I thought back, you know, because I knew I had to say something. Speak on. You created this term years ago in Los Angeles called reality radio, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is about as real as it gets. You know, Sure. And the reason I'm here before you now, I wanted to say it live on the radio, is because your name is in it. You know, we've been friends for a long time, Steve, and these jail calls were made public, and I wanted to give you and Marjorie a public apology and to ask for your forgiveness publicly. I just wanted to have a real moment with you.
Oh, God. And to ask for your forgiveness. Yeah. This is so sad.
You and you know, I have to tell you, I've been coming to work every day because, you know, it's my only safe haven right now. It gave me a place where I could still be myself and forget my troubles for a little while, you know, and just, you know, do my job. You know, I want to thank you guys.
Cold word, please don't fire me. Please don't fire me. Cold word, please don't fire me.
Guys, I want to thank you, of course, Steve, Tommy Jr., and of course my girl Carla, you know, for the space and the grace that you guys have shown me. You know, this is a very difficult time in my life, if you can imagine. You know, I love you guys. We're family, and I thank you. And I just want to thank everyone. I'm just trying to live. I'm sorry for what you and your wife are going through right now in your life, and I hate your names were dragged into my drama because you certainly don't deserve it. That's it.
Well, Shirley, let me say this. First of all, what's happening to me and Marjorie, I'm going to address that. But let me say this, though. The devil is busy. The devil is busy. And the devil don't come for those he got. He sends those that he has. So now, with all that's going on around us right now, what I do understand, though, see, this jailhouse conversation you had was last year in October 2022. But the devil know how to pile on at the right time.
Does the devil
this
send
tape
drug
that was made in October 2022?
Community?
How,
Does the devil send drug deal? Does the devil send drug dealers into communities?
Yeah, I mean, listen, the devil is busy. Okay, the devil is busy. My psychic sitting in the corner. She's why?
Oh, you have to acknowledge people's. You have to acknowledge people's super chats.
Thank you. Thank you for the super chat memes. That's what you were down there doing. Thank you for the super chat memes. Psychic sit in the corner. She is not doing GILFOF. What?
Grandma, I like. He said that she was doing MILF. He would MILF OF.
Lord,
psychic.
Yeah,
psychic said.
Well, that's what he said. He said, yeah. Leo said that she need to go get an OnlyFans, a MILF OnlyFans. Listen, you better get in where you fit in, Shirley, because I don't know if you're gonna keep this job. It don't sound like it's looking good. I don't know. Because Steve, I ain't heard Steve say I accept your apology yet. Now I know we got a little ways to go, but I ain't heard that part. And Steve sound like he ready to go off. Talking about this was a year ago, and the devil know how to pile it on. Again, he's making this about him. He's making this about him, y'all. Oh, this is
Why wouldn't it be? He's the star. You're the help. You got caught doing something out of line. And God forbid, if anybody should understand what she's going through, it should have been Marjorie calling this lady saying, I know how to get you out of this. I've been in the same situation twice.
Now listen, this is me talking. This ain't Mims talking. This me talking. Phone calls from jail YouTube page. Excuse me. Phone calls from jail YouTube page. Can you find them Marjorie Harvey phone calls from when she was calling Townsend?
Oh.
How about that?
I don't know if they have like digital phone records from back in the day, because I was
about to say they probably don't have them from that long ago, child.
Well, he alleges that she was still in communication with them up until the year that she got with Steve. So maybe 2006, if we could find them.
Maybe. Nikki, yeah, I can probably do that. I could probably do that. Ooh, that would be interesting though.
Gets released right on the heels of all of this to just pile on some more. And I guess you say, it was recorded because, when everybody get that phone call, who ain't had that phone call? Full County, we please know yourself phone call. This phone call is being recorded. We come back, we'll address some more. But this strawberry letter look like it's about to be the 9 o'clock hour. So we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
To give you a brief recap, we opened up the floor for Shirley to tell her story, whatever she wanted to do. We didn't rehearse this. We didn't plan this. Shirley came out and apologized for the things that were said about myself and my wife. But I also realized, and I know the timing of all this is important, because this conversation she had with her estranged husband was in October of 2022. The tapes got released right now. So, and then when you can throw my name on anything, because you look at all these stories, my name, headlines and stuff. And so Shirley, when it came out, she called right away, apologized and everything. And so I understand that. And Shirley didn't want her mess to become our mess. Let me say this to you, Shirley. We have known about this right after it happened. But we can't get in nobody's marriage and just go, girl, what you doing? What you thinking? What you feeling?
We didn't want to say nothing.
Right. They didn't want to say nothing.
We didn't want to talk
because we didn't want to talk about it. And we wanted to create for you a space where you could come to work.
So basically, girl, I done had your tea this whole time. I done had your tea this whole time. You thought you was keeping a secret. Oh, but you weren't.
Now, at a certain point, she told him and he offered her money, right? At a certain point, she told him and he offered her money. So it feels like, I don't know, something disjointed in this whole thing.
Interesting.
And have some moments, because I know what it's like.
And you did.
To get beaten and eaten alive. And so it became, for us, let's just be there for her. And when you want to tell us, you will tell us when you're ready. Now, good thing you had Monica, Mississippi Monica, who has been with you this whole ride. You did confide in her. So Monica would keep us posted, but until you wanted to invite us in, we were just left over here.
Did he just low-key throw Monica under the bus?
Yeah. But she's just an employee too, so it doesn't matter.
Did he just tell Shirley that you ain't want us to know Monica, the only person you confided in, was telling us everything? Did he just do that?
But it's okay because Monica's also the help.
Monica is also the help, child.
As a support system. And so
Can I say,
yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but can I just say this? I look at you guys as my family. You know, we all are family. You know, a lot of times there was a time we saw each other more than we saw our actual families. And, you know, it was just so hard for me I'm a private person, you know, but we all have our stuff. We talk afterwards. We're friends. We're all that. It was just hard for me to bring this particular thing up. I was just so embarrassed, you know, and humiliated. And I just felt like a fool. I felt so stupid. And, you know, I couldn't. It's not that I didn't want to talk about it. I just couldn't find the words. And that's the honest to God's truth.
I believe that. Because I probably would feel the same way. I believe she was embarrassed. I believe she felt like a fool. I do. I 100% believe that. I believe that.
Somebody said Steve does not think of y'all as family. No, only people he thinks of family
Absolutely
is Marjorie and the light-skinned daughter. Everybody else is disposable.
He really doesn't. Like, he really doesn't think of y'all. Like, he doesn't think of y'all as family. Y'all are the help. Like, I'm sorry. You know, I hate to say it, but he thinks of y'all as the help. So I'm sorry you thought it was more, child. I'm sorry you thought it was more.
I just couldn't come to you guys. You know, if you had come to me, I would have opened up. But, you know, I understand, but I couldn't. It was too much. It was just too much for me at that time, you know?
Okay. Shirley, we get it. Hang on. This strawberry letter's been extended. This is important, y'all. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It's extended because they
Like
can
it
charge
came from
a
the inside
premium for
circle.
these ads.
Right, it's extended because they was making listen. I'm about to put a poll in the chat now about this Steve Harvey show. Because I know I'm gonna let it play.
We got almost 500 people while she's doing that. Let's see where we are. We got like 300 likes though. Get those likes up, people.
Please hit the like button. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. It's free 99. And if you are not already subscribed to my man Mims, y'all make sure y'all check him out too.
We're inside circle. We're family. And so when it came out, you know, Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming and the baby's due any minute. So Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duties. And Marjorie don't really get into all of this right here. And so I didn't really, you know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up.
Pause it really quick.
I didn't know.
Okay, hold on. I got to pause. Okay.
How Marjorie was feeling about everything that's out there.
You started again.
Go ahead.
Marjorie is not Big Mama. She's not in the kitchen making biscuits, knitting gloves and hats for these children. Marjorie probably has a private wing set up for whichever one of them children is about to have a baby, and she'll come after Fashion Week. Marjorie is not sitting at home crying. Marjorie is probably right there telling Steve to give it to Shirley. She's at home doing Marjorie's
probably down. She probably went to New York Fashion Week this weekend, you know, bought something off the runway, something couture. Child, you acted like Marjorie was sitting somewhere. Child, if you don't go sit down somewhere, Steve, she don't normally get into all of this. You think that she don't know what's being said? Boy, bye.
Marjorie reminds me of not Diary of a Mad Black Woman. What was the one? The Family Reunion. And you remember there was Lynn Whitfield, and she had the light-skinned daughter marrying them off to the right people. That's what Marjorie's days are spent doing, to see who she's going to connect Lori to next. There is no baby watch. And if the baby don't come out a certain color, she's not. No, let me not say that.
See, now just being
there is something to be said about how they uplift Lori, the light-skinned daughter, and the darker-skinned daughter, who is attractive as hell, is kind of pushed to the side because she married for love. Is that not the same storyline?
That is the same storyline. That is absolutely the same storyline. Oh Lord, Marjorie, boy, here he go. Then he go.
Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up. And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired of it.
I'm not
And
a
so
bottom
when this
feeder. I'm
came
a
out,
virgin.
this is how the devil works. I'm gonna pile it on. I'm gonna go get somebody that worked for me. Because one more time, God don't come. The devil don't come
Kenya.
for those he got. He sends the ones he has. So now I'm gonna get me a government employee that needs some money, that work in Fulton County. I'm gonna get a hold of him. I'm gonna release these tapes. I'm gonna get him to need a little bit of money. I'm gonna give it to this female blogger, and she gonna get a little bit of money. And now I'm a soaker. But the timing of it was.
Steve, sir, that's not how this went down.
That's how R. Kelly went.
That's not how this went down. That's not how any of this went down. No government employee leaked these tapes to a blogger. That's just not how any of this happened. And no, I'm not a bottom feeder either. Okay. I eat from the top. Moving on.
I'm a virgin. Kenya's the bottom feeder. That's what we found out at the reunion.
You know what? Listen, she was proud of it too. What made you think, sir, that this came from a government employee that needed a few dollars? First of all, you really think what? So that's not how this happened. Once again, Freedom of Information Act. Freedom of Information Act.
He doesn't value you if you're not dealing in millions. That will be a running theme of this conversation. They just needed a few dollars. You don't know how much this person has made off these tapes. You don't know what their rate of pay is.
Exactly. Oh Lord.
It's ugly because of everything else that's going on right now. And it made it look like Shirley was piling on. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't her intent, but it happened. Like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife. And I've stood there trying not to say nothing, but I'm not a blog. Me, Shirley, Carla, Tommy, Mississippi Jr., we ain't a blog. We're a real media platform. And I don't know if you all know what it's like
to wake up
every morning that we get up. And our job and mission is to brighten your day. And it don't matter how dark.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
He's a real journalist like
We're not a blog.
King.
Right. We're not a blog. We're a real media platform. Sir, you play music. You report the news. You gossip. You tell some jokes. And you go to hell home. Let's be clear. You are sitting in your living room smoking a cigar and your damn slippers and your Versace robe. You don't even go into the studio. I'm a real
media. That's what he said. Right. I'm a real media.
Right, which is why Shirley said she hadn't even seen you in 3 years because y'all don't even record in the same space. Boy, if you don't go sit your ass down somewhere like you are above somebody, you are not Tom Brokaw breaking stories. You are reading celebrity news. Shirley reads letters of people who want advice on their relationships. Tommy calls people in a fake voice and pranks them. Like, what are you talking about? We're real media and we're not a blog. If you don't kiss my ass,
I'm a real media.
I'm real media. Like,
I'm the man of the house, not Marjorie. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm not no damn bottom feeder. She feeds off my bottom. That's what goes on in my household. I pay the bills. I look better than Jim Townsend.
Oh my
God damn it. Shirley, go get me a goddamn Coke. That's what
our day is. We got the job to be the morning show. And we got to put on the show. And Tommy come in here with Junior coming here off a crisis with sickle cell. Tommy come in here with bad news. Tommy get hit with cancer. Shirley going through her life right here. Carla got a whole family over here. Everybody got crosses to bear. But we got to come in here anyway, and we got to be the morning show. In spite of what's happening in our life, when it ain't funny or fun or inspirational or motivational or informative at all, we just in here trying to make it. So I get it.
You're struggling now.
What I'm about to do now is clear up a few things. And
I mean, sir, Steve is such an ass.
They're just trying to make it. They're just trying to make it in the largest home in Atlanta. They're just trying to.
Surviving.
They're slumming it.
We're just trying to make it.
Right? Did Tommy announce he had cancer? Right?
No, until after the fact.
So
he didn't announce it until after the fact.
After Steve said this?
No, he announced he had cancer last year, but it was after he had the surgery. It was throat. It was in his throat. He announced it after he had the surgery and stuff.
They came out. It was untimely. You know, but that's why we don't have people in our house. That's why we don't. That's why a whole lot of stuff we don't do. But when I come back, we'll be back. A read. And my fat wheezing ass will straighten all this out.
That definitely was a read. He said that's why we don't even have nobody in our house anyway. So in other words, don't expect to ever get an invitation back to their house. Ever. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever expect to get an invitation back to their house.
I said I was sorry. I'm sorry.
My fat wheezing ass going up these steps. I don't be back. I'm not going to
You were winded, though.
Well, you sorry all you want. Hell, that's what I heard.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
And you're tearing away at her character. And I don't like what you're doing to her. I don't like the timing of this jailhouse release because it just seemed like it added more and it came from the inside. I'm tired, but she got to be tired. The woman I married is a good woman.
Again, why are you making this about you? This is not about... Oh my Jesus. Okay, go ahead. I'm just
best thing that happened to me. She's God-fearing. She's loyal. She's faithful. And she's a kind and loving person. I don't care what nobody says. And y'all quit talking about she was in my other marriage and ruined it. She didn't. She was nowhere around that. My marriage, I got divorced in 2005. My marriage was over when the Kings of Comedy was out. Y'all ain't know that though, did you? It was over then. It took us this long to get to the divorce. That's when the official paperwork came out. But in 2005, let me hip you to something. I had nothing. I lost the radio show we were on in LA on March 23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had May 10th. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again, New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007, I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said,
you okay? Really? I don't know what Really's doing, but okay, I'm in charge of the show now. Y'all, let me tell you about these times that me and Really then actually had offset. She is a bully. She is not to be trusted. I have seen her have a bar fight. I just been waiting to expose her to y'all this whole time. But no, back to this. There's something to be said in all honesty about someone who feels that because they are the CEO, that their problems are bigger than yours. As there is a point where you feel that all of your employees' weight is on your back, but that does not mean that your stress level is any higher than the person at the entry-level position who's just trying to feed their family. Both can cause anxiety. Both have people relying on them. But Steve thinks like a celebrity now. He thinks that he's better and above. That's why his employees aren't allowed to speak to him. That's why, him and Marjorie just walk through life completely oblivious to what is actually going on in the world. And that's also why they feel comfortable telling you who you should date and how you should date and how you need to get a rich man.
Facts. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't realize the sound had gone out. So we'll go back. I'm gonna go back a few seconds because I didn't realize the sound had gone out. Okay. Because he's just going off now.
Shirley, go get my damn Coke. You done started all this shit. Get my damn Coke, Shirley. That's all I'm hearing. There's still no sound, right? Really?
You can't hear me?
There's no sound.
I don't know what's going on with the sound.
That's why I did my Steve impression. I thought you wanted me to finish the video.
Oh, because I can
Steve.
hear it. I don't know why y'all can't hear it. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on. Because I can hear it. That's why. All right, hold on. Maybe if I stop sharing it, maybe I need to stop it and do it again. Because I don't know why y'all can't hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it fine. Hold on. Let me add it again. There's a poll in the chat while we're doing this. If you haven't hit that like button, please do at this time. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We got 530 people in the room. Shout out to the 530 people in the room. Thank you so much. If you came over from the Make It Make Sense, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much.
P says, I have no issue with encouraging Black women to date up, considering our overall social standings. I'm not saying that either. I just think that Steve thinks that he's better than the average person. So when you I don't know, when you add Marjorie to the mix, I really do feel like they have become in their mind the elites, and the plebeians really don't matter. But I'm not saying, I love, you can date who you want, but it's just coming from them. She's the definition of dating up.
Right. Somebody said, tell Ernesto to stop playing with my Wi-Fi. I know, right? All right, let me know if y'all can hear this. Hold on, I'm going to go back a little bit, but let me know if y'all can hear.
I want to tell Ernesto to stop playing with a few things, but I want to keep
the radio show we were on in LA on March.
Could y'all hear it?
Yes, we can hear it.
Okay, good.
23rd, and I lost the only TV show I had, May 10th. Steve Harvey had no money. Got with Marjorie again. New Year's Eve, met her, talked to her. She was with her kids in Hawaii. We got together in 2006. We had nothing. She didn't marry into no lap of riches. I had nothing. When I asked her to marry me at the end of 2006, and then she said she wanted to get married in 2007. I told her too soon. I got to get some stuff together. She said, what? I said, baby, I ain't really got nothing. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had 4 stations in 2005. 4. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax returns. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody? I don't really know what that's about.
You black ass people. Not you, I'm not black. I mean, not me, I'm not black. He's talking to you.
Oh my. First of all.
But your black ass.
Oh my.
Don't forget the music. Bad. You heard the music, right? It was.
Oh my. First of all, again, I can't say what she was doing behind the scenes to encourage you or help you, but I didn't hear nothing in there say she got a job. I didn't hear that. I heard you say all the jobs you got to get y'all out of debt.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear nothing about her getting a job. And I'm not saying she had to. I don't know, Marjorie. I'm just saying. Right. She saw the potential in your black ass. Okay. She saw the potential, sir. Oh my. Steve. Woo. He mad.
Wait, am I the only one hearing the music? Autumn said, what music am I hearing? I hear like a fast beat. Oh, okay. I was like.
I mean, I hear the music.
I hear the music. And it's going faster as he's doing his diatribe.
Child. He said she was in the mud. And he tired of y'all talking about his girl.
But don't worry about it because it ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a tighter two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. And you're not going to split us up. And we're not going nowhere. And she is none of what you said she is. And
a lot of courage to do what you did, to be transparent like this, Shirley. You tell your story. Don't let other people tell your story. In our journey in life, we all make mistakes. Shirley, we all make mistakes.
All right, hear now the organ? So now we're finally getting the right kind of background music.
Right. Now we're getting the crescendo. Now everybody giving her the words of encouragement and all that good stuff. It's only a few more minutes left, y'all.
And you have to keep asking God to guide your steps. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Yeah.
Can I say this? Yeah, we family and we got family members. There's not a moment that I ain't got on Steve's nerves and he said, and he, in a private conversation with somebody else, you know what time they got on my damn nerve today. It's not like we haven't said things that we just say, you know what?
What the hell just happened?
To what?
No, like my whole screen just went black. Something just happened on my side.
Things that we just say, you know what? The junior got on my damn nerve. I'm
Black ass
saying
needs
I've
said
said
it
that to somebody.
together.
I've said
We,
the same
you
time.
know what I'm saying?
This morning before I came to work, actually. Tommy getting on your nerves. You said before you open the mic. Oh, you damn picture.
Sorry, y'all. Like literally, my whole screen went black. I was like, "What in the world is happening?" It's almost over, y'all. It's almost over. Oh Lord. Okay. So
In terms of the words of encouragement,
He said, "Lord."
I really do feel like Steve has a core issue with poor people, and now I think he has a poor people from his vantage point, which is a multimillionaire. If you watch Steve's interviews, he loves to talk about how he made I think it was like 15 years ago, he made his first $10 million year. He loves to talk like that. And I do say for Steve's fans, it can be aspirational, but I would ask you sometimes to look past just the fluff. And, you know, there's some ticks there, and I don't like it. I really don't. And I'm glad that Marjorie and her reputation being endangered has finally got him to come out and speak. But, sir, her reputation was mud years ago. You're the only person who has elevated her to this holier than thou standard. Just saying.
So I have a poll up. I'm going to close it in a minute. You guys go ahead and put the poll. Answer the poll for me, please. If you could answer the poll. I'm gonna address it in a second.
You know, man, Carl is right. Tommy's right. Nobody wants their private thoughts brought.
Come on, man.
Nobody. Do you know what would happen if any of us had our private thoughts and private conversation aired? Lord,
Yeah, I do.
We wouldn't have no damn. We wouldn't have a morning show. Y'all show wouldn't have a job out there. I just think that we don't live in a world that's forgiving anymore.
Not at all.
We don't live in a kind world anymore. We live in a fallen world. But we do have a lot of huge fans on this show. And we do understand that there's a lot of people who love us. The problem, and I've said it 100 times, is hate is louder than love. But love is stronger. And we all gonna have to learn that lesson. And as much as I want to get out there and change things, and as much as I wish people would stand up and back me more, that ain't the world we live in. We live in a social...
Back you with what, Steve? You want people to back you more with what?
media climate, and everybody's idea is to tear somebody down to get clicks. And we're just not going to sit here and let you click this sister's life away. And I'm not going to sit here no longer and let you destroy my wife's image and character. It's hard. And we need each other to support each other to show love. Now, look, man, do I expect this to change anything? Probably not. But you know what? At least it feel good to say your piece. Sometimes, man, you just want to be able to say your side of it. To tell your damn story, your truth. Now, are they going to twist it? Yes.
Yes.
Are they going to try to flip it and use it against you? Yes. But I got news for you. Isaiah 54:17 is real. It's the word of God. And I don't care what you do.
Is he getting ready to start preaching?
It's not the first time he opened with a prayer, but the prayer was definitely geared towards her. The prayer was all about her and your man stealing your money. That's how he opened. Let me see if I still have that, because I had screen
That's your
recorded
man stealing your money.
Let me see if I still have it. Yeah, but that's how the opening prayer was.
God got for me, what God got for you, what God got for Shirley. There ain't nothing you can do about it. What God got for Carla, what God got for Junior, for Tommy, for Monica. There's nothing you can do about it. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. You know what's really crazy, man? Do you know really how YouTube and all this stuff works? Do you know how many tens of thousands of clicks you have to get to make 3 to 5 cents? Do you know how many millions of views you got to have to make thousands of dollars? But here what happened. When y'all jump on that danger down trail and you post your video, what y'all do to each other is y'all cannibalize each other. So if y'all would just leave that one video, everybody would have to go there to see it. And that person could profit. But no, y'all take it like y'all did your music and you spread it on your site. Now a person can go anywhere and get it. Now guess what? Now ain't nobody getting 1 million views, so don't nobody profit. No weapon formed against.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about?
It's the gospel according to Harvey.
So not only do you not understand how Freedom of Information acts, you don't understand how YouTube works. You don't understand how Spotify, because you're talking about people streaming their music. You don't understand how none of this works.
With your black ass.
With your black ass. We almost done, y'all. It's like a minute left. We almost done.
I think this was about Tasha K, to be honest with you. I think this was him taking direct aim at Tasha K, specifically, not just the phone calls from jail site, because he started saying, you're not getting 1 million views anymore. You're not, people are disseminating the information. But technically, Steve, when she was reporting on you, she was getting 1 million views. And her Jim Townsend interview, which was attached to you, got her another 1 million views. I think that's what he was talking about.
Oh, okay. Oh, is him mad? Oh, is him mad?
And I just wish, man, that we as a people would get out the hate business, because the hate business don't pay. I don't know if y'all been watching real close, but if you look at anybody out there that's been in the hate business, that don't look real good right now. I don't know if you noticed that. Listen, y'all, there's a motivation.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a jab at Tasha K.
Mm-hmm. I'm speaking at George White, and this dude, he released something that has kept me, and I play it to myself every day. I'm gonna play this. This is George White, a motivational speaker. God chose.
All right, I'm done. Are we done? I'm done.
Yeah.
I want to show you guys something though. Before we go, I want to show you guys something. First of all, because Steve says something that's just not accurate. If I can pull it up, my computer is acting up. Shout out to everybody. Please hit that like button if you're just coming in. I appreciate you so much. If you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That would be great too. Shout out to my friend Mims who was here. He brought his crew over. I appreciate y'all. Let me show y'all something. This is the website or the YouTube channel, excuse me, where this came from. This is the YouTube channel where this came from. It is called Jailhouse Call.
You're not sharing it.
Huh?
We can't see it.
Oh gosh, why you can't see it?
You just have to play with the tabs at the bottom. There.
I thought I had. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Maybe Steve really
you had it. You had it right. We could see it.
Well, I thought you just said you couldn't see it.
When you initially were saying we could see it, we couldn't. Then just now you got us to see it, and then you changed it again.
Okay.
And I'm the one that's been having. She forced me to drink, y'all. She was drinking water every time Shirley said sorry, but she made me drink tequila.
All right, here it is right here. This is the YouTube channel. It is called Jailhouse Calls. And as you can see, this person has been posting jailhouse calls. Hold on, let me go to this channel. I mean, it's called Phone Calls from Prison. I'm sorry. It's called Phone Calls from Prison. This is the YouTube channel. So if you want to go and listen to all of the calls, it's there. I want you guys to pay attention. There are a lot of calls dealing with Shirley Strawberry that go back about 3 weeks. Right? This is not about you, Steve. This is not about you. This is about Ernesto Williams, Shirley Strawberry, and their calls. Those calls have been posted for weeks. It just so happened that this one call, where she makes 3 mentions of Steve Harvey, that is obviously what went viral because, yes, you are Steve Harvey. But for you to turn this whole thing into the devil is coming for you and the devil, that these calls are a year old, but it's just now that they're coming to attack you. Girl, stop. I mean, I'm sorry, not girl. Sir, stop flattering yourself. Like, stop flattering yourself. Now I asked you guys in the poll. When was the last time you watched the Steve Harvey Morning Show? I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything.
You were saying something.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I wrote in the poll, it says, do you listen to it every day? 1 to 6 months ago, over a year ago, never watched. I need everybody to understand that the poll says 4% of y'all said you watched it over a year ago. 37% say you have never watched the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And the reason why I say that is because that goes back to what we were saying a few minutes ago about the.
Your sound went out. You're muted. Okay, so y'all, let me tell y'all exactly what be going on when she be having those couples massages. I'm not supposed to be mentioning any of this. And she probably won't let me back on her show. But I got all
anyway, moving on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know why. Listen, I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's acting really stupid. But anyway, sorry about that. But yeah, so again, you guys, this was all about ratings. This was all about, they hyped it up. They dropped promos. They stretched this thing out over 5 segments. They played a gazillion commercials. And most of us ain't listened to Steve Harvey Morning Show in years. I know I haven't listened in years. I just hate that he turned this whole thing on him.
Carrie says she loves the show and listens every day.
Okay.
Carrie, has any of the stuff that has come out kind of shifted in any way your opinion of Steve Harvey? Because I'm always interested to know the people who are actually the fan base, because he is the #1 rated morning show, which I guess, I don't know if that's specifically in his time slot or if that's he has surpassed the Breakfast Club, because I know the Breakfast Club was it for a minute. A lot of people are fans of Steve, and I don't know.
And listen, if you're a fan, I'm not here to try to convince you not to be a fan. I like Steve Harvey for a very long time. I just think that he has turned, for me, my opinion, I just feel like he's become a very cantankerous old man. Like, I stopped finding him funny. I found him more grouchy than funny. And for some people, that's funny to them, right? I just stopped finding him funny. Like, I feel like he's always grumpy and grouchy, and I can't tell whether he's joking or he's serious. You know, it's just, he's just come off. That's why I stopped listening to the show. I just stopped finding it funny. I did used to listen. I used to listen all the time, but I stopped listening because I stopped finding him funny. You know, I mean, again, I'm not here to tell somebody not to. I mean, if you enjoy him, listen, that's what makes the world go round, right?
Not as giving Paw go lay down. I think that my opinion changed Steve once that letter came out and I saw how he really talked to people who were beneath him. Like, you can't look at him, you can't speak to him. Because I like the Kids Say the Darndest Things show. I watched the Family Feud, and that's who Steve was in my head. That chipped away. I'm surprised that Ellen got taken down, but Steve didn't, because it was basically the same thing.
What
and
happened?
Now Jimmy, I said, I'm surprised that Ellen got taken down and not Steve as well, because it's the same concept. People who are at the top of their game being nasty to their employees. That's all it took to take Ellen down, and she was the #1 show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Then a lot of people don't like him because they felt like he did some foul stuff to Bernie Mac.
Well, that's been confirmed. He did. I mean, you know, that's been, when I say confirmed, I mean, that's been confirmed by people around them that, you know, he was jealous of Bernie Mac and he definitely, you know, did some stuff there. I just feel like
it's funny because they had their own lanes. Bernie Mac definitely
went
the movie star lane, and Steve went the television star lane. It's weird.
Yeah. Question: do you think Steve making it all about him helped Shirley, meaning it took some of the heat off of Shirley's drama and folks are talking about him, not her? No. I don't think so.
Because we're talking about it. So now it's even more. People who did not know what was going on now know.
Yeah.
I want you to hear this. I didn't play this for my people.
Oh,
but
okay.
I want you to hear this, because this is how he feels about underlings.
Or if he had an issue where one day he came in there and he went off, the pressure of being at the top all the time is tough, man. People don't know what it's like. If you look at the ratings one day and they down, they get daily ratings. That's a lot of pressure. And sometimes you come in there, man, and you ain't yourself, but then you got to come in there and be all bubbly, lovey-dovey. That ain't how this works, man. I like Jimmy Fallon. Everybody, you don't work for the man. Just go on about your business, man. Take your old ass somewhere and sit down. So damn what, he had a bad day. Like you ain't.
All right, and finally, Carla is here.
That's how he feels. He does not give a damn about the people that work for him. He comes on, he puts on his whatever, his fake smile, his bubbly doubly, how he called it, makes his money, and that's it. And
right.
you and really be with your black ass coming over here to talk about him.
I
That's
know.
The problem. You got
I'm a bottom feeder.
You're a bottom feeder.
Anyway, we get ready to wrap this up, y'all. I want to thank everybody. We have 563 people. If you have not hit that like button, I really would appreciate it if you would. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It is free $99. I want to thank my man Mims for coming over and sending his crew. I thank you guys. I appreciate y'all for being here, being participants in the chat. I want to give a shout out to my boy Chef Don, who sent me the audio because I was at work today and I did not get a chance to record it myself. So shout out to Chef Don. Us bottom feeder YouTubers never help each other out. We never look out for each other. We just pull each other down. But my boy Chef Don did share his audio with me, and I appreciate you so much.
Don't put me in your category. You and Kenya are the bottom feeders. I'm a virgin, and I'm don't put me in your category.
Since Mims always want to talk about what I do with my couple massages and what he saw down to the bar when I had a couple of drinks in me, let me tell you that I know that Mims ain't a virgin because I caught him in the alley of that bar. I'm just telling you that. I'm just going to put it there.
She's getting me confused with some of the other people that she came with. Because she also went into that alley and did some things. I don't like alleys because they smell like garbage.
Just know that. Amir, it's your birthday. Amir said, "Can she get a shout out, a birthday shout out? Can everybody drop a happy birthday, some Virgo love in the chat? I appreciate. Thank you so much. That's one of my members, and she been a member for a long time. So y'all drop a happy birthday, please, and thank you, Steve, the chief or the security guy.
Happy birthday. Yeah, if I was in the alleyway,
it was definitely security, Sarah. It was the security guard that Mims was in the alleyway. It was the security.
If I was in the back of an alley, it was to pray over you heathens. And trust me, the things that they were massaging could not be done legally. And we're going to leave it at that.
What's up, Star? Hey, TC. What's up, Star? How you doing? Oh, Lord. Anyway, let me get ready to get out of here, you guys. Don't forget tonight, the Whether You Like It or Not panel. In about 40 minutes, we will be over at Sakina's house. And we will be talking about this Drew Ralph whole break and down.
It's going to be at Sakina's. Is she going to be late?
Sakina's not late. Sakina Wi-Fi just late janky, to that but dinner. I can't say nothing about nobody's janky Wi-Fi right now. The way mine has been acting. She
was late to that dinner.
Well, she didn't show up.
Oh, no. Sorry. She was late to the lunch with me and Jamie when we was going to the Cookie Ladies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she was late to the lunch. She didn't show up to dinner. After we picked a vegan restaurant, because she the only vegan in the crew. You know what? You done made me. I'm going to have to mention that again tonight. You done made me.
Meanwhile, I'm the fool there in a fur coat alone. They won't seat me at the table because none of them were there.
Yeah, Mills was so mad that night. In his damn fur coat. All right, y'all. We out of here.
Bye, y'all.
Thank y'all. Thanks again, Mims. Love you. I love you, smooches.
She don't love me.
I do.
You just love yourself.
I make it about me all the time.
You just love yourself. You don't love me.